Hi everyone, so like I said, I wanted to do a video about my selection of skates for the upcoming BMW inline skating marathon that I'm going to attend. At first, let me show you this first. These are the K2 Trio, too big for me. And these are the one I broke my hand with. And they originally came with 110 three-wheel setup. This is a normal 165 frame for my FR, which I kind of modified to mount on this UFS boot. This is a soft boot, not a lot of support. They are very comfy, they're very soft, but not a lot of power transfer. And like I said, I ordered them too big for my fit. They are size Euro 46, 30 centimeters. My foot is 28.9 centimeters, so obviously these are too big for me. I thought at the beginning, these are my first skates that I've purchased, and I thought I should get my shoe size. Normally on running shoes I'm using Euro 46, and obviously I was wrong. So these are out of the question, they're not good for me. So the next skates I thought I'm gonna use are these. These are the final 125. Currently they are mounted with 110 wheels, but this is a frame that goes with 125 millimeter wheels. Again, these are size 46, which was wrong, and a little too big for me. I have to tie them really close in order to get a better fit, but they are a plastic shell. The power transfer is not that great. And as a beginner with not so strong ankle, it was very hard for me to skate them. They caused me a lot of pain. I started training for the marathon with them. I did a lot of the exercise in the Victor Torop training and videos, and that actually got my ankle a lot stronger. I got a lot of stability out of them, but still I cannot skate them more than, let's say, hour and a half without getting a lot of hot spots and pain. And they are not so stable for me yet. So I figured I should go for something I get more confidence in riding, especially trying to implement a double push for better energy efficient skating. Will I get them in a smaller size? I don't think so. I think if I'll get a low cuff boot for speed skating or long distance marathon, I'll probably get a carbon boot and not plastic composite like this one. Sometimes when I push under me and I need, the angle, it sometimes fail and I feel like I'm falling in and you're not able to hold my leg proper. They kind of flex under me with this frame and this boot. I tried my D-Code frame with them because they are Trinity mount. It was better, but still I felt like the boot is kind of flexing underneath, especially not when you're standing right on top of them, but when you have an angle for the double push or the end of the push, I feel it's going inside instead of going directly into the wheels. So, to my last two skates, these are the FR1, and I have them with the endless frame. This frame is walkered. Obviously not the best thing for long distance, but surprisingly, when I tried them a couple of times on the endurance training, they are very fast. Although they're 100 millimeter wheels and not all wheels touch the ground all the time, they are very fast. They have a lot of support, and I changed the Intuition liner inside to the premium Intuition liner, and they are really comfy. But I'm not sure for long distance if they are good, especially if it's gonna rain in Berlin. Not having all the wheels touching the ground when the asphalt is wet is a recipe for a crash. I want to be able to complete the marathon without marks on my body. So, and I've seen that in these kind of skate sessions in the marathon, it happens that when you try to get close to one another, people wrongfully hit one foot to the other and people fall and crash. That's probably gonna be a problem for me. I don't want to crash. I want to finish strong. So, my last option, and the one that I actually choose to go with to Berlin, is my Hardcore Evo Power Slide carbon boot. These are my most comfortable skates. The cuff is a lot lower than the FR, and if I don't tight the cuff too much, I get some ankle flexibility that allow me to perform the double push a lot better. It's not a low cuff boot like a speed skate, but it's low enough, and because it's carbon, the power transfer is very good, and the stability, especially when I'm pushing in the angle part of it. These frames are very, very stiff. They are very good frames. This setup is a little heavy, I know, but it's a price I'm willing to pay for the stability and for the performance they can give. I can set them up with 125 millimeter wheels or 4 wheels 110 millimeters, which is what is set up right now. I feel that with these 4 wheels, I'm a lot more stable than with the 3 wheels. From the speed skate, I got the 125 millimeter wheels and put them on the decode frame here, and I felt a lot slower. I feel that because my cruising speed is around 22 to 25, 26 kilometers per hour, and it's not fast enough to justify 125 millimeter wheels. I think on the 110, it's a better speed for cruising with less effort, so I can maintain that speed for longer time and be able to finish. So this is my choice. I can skate on the Hardcore Evo for 2 hours, 2.5 hours with actually no pain. I get some blisters because of the sweat. When the sock become very, very wet, it starts to rub against my foot, and then it becomes a problem. I'm using some ointments to rub my foot to make them more slippery. I got this kind of a red skin paste that prevent the rubbing and the chafs and the blisters forming. It helps, but not 100%. This is something that happens to me in all the skates. Blisters from wet socks. So other than that, these are the most comfortable. The power transfer is very good, and the cruising speed that I'm able to maintain is better for the 110 millimeter wheels. So I'm gonna use that. The issue right now I have is the decode frame requires special bearings, and I cannot just purchase any kind of bearings. I have to get the Icon bearings that have a special build for these wheels, and I feel that with all my training, I'm doing about 70 to 80 kilometers per week of training. This is week 10, and of course by now the bearings not at their best, I can say. I'm cleaning them and putting them in ultrasonic bath in order to to clean them, as well as lubricating them to maintain them and to have long life. But I don't have any other bearings that I can use. I try to order, but the shipping is taking so long that I'm kind of afraid that the bearings will arrive after I came back from Berlin. Hopefully there will be enough for the marathon. Other than that, I'm trying to clean them as much as I can. As you can see, they're not so clean right now. This is week 10 of my training. Week 10 is the last hard week, high intensity week of the training. I did a marathon test yesterday, skating 31 kilometers in my marathon pace. If I want to achieve skating below 2.5 hours in the marathon. I figured I need to do 31 kilometers in around hour and 52. So I was hoping that yesterday's session will be around hour 45. Luckily, I finished in hour 29 minutes, which is less than an hour and a half by a minute. So that is very good result for this test. From now on until the marathon, it's mostly active recovery training. So to keep the performance, but try to recover my legs, try to gain more strength before the marathon. So far, based on this result and training, I think it's gonna be okay. I really hope so. I'm praying for my suitcase not to get lost in the flight. And I'm also hoping that it will not rain and the road will be dry. Let's hope for that. And other than that, I will use a camera on my helmet to video the entire race. And I'll try to do some before and after kind of vlog. Yeah, if you like this video, if you want to see more, subscribe so you get a recommendation of new uploads I'm doing. And if you like the video, yeah, please hit the like button or write me a comment about what you don't like. And yeah, see you in the next video. Take care.